What's up? What's up, YouTube? My name's Rabi by Jones and welcome to my channel. So today I'm doing a church design, and this design is going to be different, a little bit different from what I've been doing. So these are going to be the resources I am going to use, and this time around I am promising you guys I am going to leave a link in the description so you guys can get the resource. Yes. So without further talks, without further blah blah blah, intro. Welcome back, guys. So let's get to it. So my Photoshop is already opened and I have an A3 workspace opened. My rulers are in place now and we're going to start. So first of all, I'm going to bring in the first image, and it's going to be this green bright spiral ray whatever. Okay, so I'm going to make sure it fills the whole workspace like so, and then yes, like just like this. Okay, and hit end. So after that I'm going to lock the background and move on to the next resource. So the next resource is going to be either this one. You see the tombstone of Jesus when they buried him. Let me use this one. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to fit this with the whole workspace like this. Then I am going to rasterize it next. So eraser, click on the image and just hit enter. So I'm going to make sure the eraser is big enough to clear out wherever I want it to be. So I'm just going to clean the lower part just like this. Okay, so I've cleared the lower part, the upper part, and the sides. Then I'm going to go through the blend modes. You know, I'm always going through the blend modes because the blend modes, you can't skip it. Yes, aside adding like a gradient map to the original image, you can just get straight to the blend mode and do whatever you want to do with the image. So normal, let me just toggle through and see which one I'm going to choose. Okay guys, I settled for screen, and the main reason why I settled for screen is, I mean, it works perfectly with the green, the light green background sort of thing. Yeah, and it's very cool actually. Yes. Hey, this is my first time seeing actually after I started this video. Of late I'm doing well. So I'm just going to lock the image so it doesn't get into our way. Then I've already saved this work, but let me save again because I don't want any issues with whatever and whatever. Yeah. Then I have like a dry brush stroke here. The last time I shared some sparks in my WhatsApp group, and by the way, if you want to join my WhatsApp group, just hit me up on Instagram and I'll send you a link so you can join. When the group is full, I'll make sure to create like a Telegram channel where we'll all move there and also keep going. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to change the color of the brush to white. Oh, why did I click on gradient overlay? Yeah, so I'm going to change the color to white. So as you can see, we have something here. We've done something cool here. So yeah, let's proceed into the folder. And back in the folder, I actually wanted to use this image, the green fields, and place it at the lower part of the image. But after doing this, I don't think I'm going to need it. So let me just start working on the images. So I'm going to bring in a pastor. Okay, so guys, most of the times I love it when like these pastors bring me, I mean, quality images. When the images are very low, I mean, I don't like it. Nobody likes low quality images. Yeah. So the other pastor's image is here, and this work, I forgot to record this work. I don't know what came over me. I finished the work and realized that I hadn't recorded, like I was supposed to record it, but then you guys should forgive me. I've been doing more for you, so you should appreciate me on that one. Yeah. Okay, so like the problem here is when I was doing the other work, I added like a much low saturation to it. I reduced the saturation a lot. And I don't know, I'm not going to do the same thing for this work, so I'd have to go and look for the original image of this pastor. So I'll just be with you in a minute. Okay, so guys, this is the image that I was talking about. This one is okay. So I'm just going to drag it into the work like so. Oh, too big. You see, there's more sharpness in this image. That is why it's looking this way. Yes, I added like way too much sharpness in it, that's why. Okay, so now I'm going to make sure the position of the images is perfect. It's cool. And there was this request the pastor said. He said he wanted the guest pastor, that is this pastor, he wanted his image to be much bigger than his own. So something like this, I think something like this will do. Then he will be a bit smaller. I mean, he requested it, so I have to do it for him. Then after that, I'm going to make sure all of them are a bit smaller, because yeah, you don't want it to be much bigger. So something like this. And one thing you should notice, like whenever you're doing like a church flyer, you don't have to exceed, or you don't have to make sure what am I even saying? You don't have to make the images bigger, like way big. I mean, that is a no. Just make sure you're doing something very simple and you're good to go. So as you can see, I'm clearing the lower edges just to make sure it blends with the background. And I think this is cool. This is very perfect. So I'm going to add some few shadows to the back of this pastor, so it looks a bit dimensional, if I must say. So a few shadows here and there, and you're good to go. Then I'm going to reduce the opacity for it, and that's it. As simple as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So I'm going to bring in the church name and the church logo as well, and I'm going to position that on the upper part here. Change the color to white. I don't know if white is going to do, or like, yeah, I think white is cool. Yeah. And also one thing I noticed is the image I used for the background, that's the green thing, is a bit pixelated. So I'm going to add some few Gaussian blur to it, just to make I don't know how to put it. When you add like a Gaussian blur to it, it takes away that pixelation. Yes, it takes away the pixelation, and as you can see, we've added Gaussian blur to it, so the pixelation is no more in there. Okay, so now we're done with the background and the image. I'm just going to go straight to the details, and yeah. Okay, so this is the details he sent me, and the program title is Night with Jesus. And the theme is he will come to do a strange thing. He will come to do an unusual deed with launching of this, and yes, a whole lot. So for the venue or the location, I already have it. So I've been designing for him for a long time. So there's not much he adds to the details, just a few things. Okay, so we're going to work with the 2D of the work. Now I'm actually going to do a 2D and a 3D for it, but then this design is going to have just the 2D. Then later on, I'll create the 3D for it. So I have this shield images. I don't know if I should call it shield, or I don't know. Yes, I downloaded this from Freepik, and the how do you call it? The file is going to be in a link in the description, so you guys can get this also. So I'm going to use this one. I preferred, like, I actually wanted to use this, the one with the olive leaves, but upon second thoughts, I think I should do a manual olive thing, because I have those leaves, and I'm also going to tell you the name of that leaf, so you guys can download it whenever or wherever or blah 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 that you want. Yes. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to change the color to white, and the reason why I'm changing to white is because the whole thing is going to be in white. Yeah. Then add a bit of drop shadow to it, because no, not much like this, just a few small, like that, reduce the opacity. Yes. So the night with Jesus is going to be in it like this, but before that, let me add the olive leaf that I was talking about to my text. The reason why I'm choosing text is because that thing is like it's like a font. Yeah, so you guys can download it, or I will leave a link in the description for you guys. Okay, so the name is Laurus Nobilis. Laurus Nobilis. Yes, and it's all made up of like olive leaves and all those things. So I'm just going to click on one text, then scale it up, then change it till I find the one that I want. So something like this. And I'm just going to make sure it scales and fits perfectly with the shield. I don't know if you guys are catching this well, but it seems the background is quite bright and the text too is quite bright. Okay, let me just take off the effects so we can have the actual realization of what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to double click and start changing the text to see which one I really want. So any text or like any key that I press, like E gives you a different one. Wow, I think this is cool. I might go with this, but okay, let me just go around and see. And R, T, Y, U, I. Nah, I'm just going to go with the other one. That's the E. So let me scale this down so it fits the shield perfectly. And I must say, this Laurus Nobilis, the name is actually funny. I've been using it for quite some time now, and you guys might think I go to Google to download it. It's actually a font. Yes. So after this, I am going to change the color back to white, then use the shield, the shape of the shield, to delete part of no, let me go back to the deep font. So I'm going to rasterize the E. I'm going to select, no, let me get over this. So select, modify, and expand. We are going to expand by 30 pixels and hit on enter, and it's going to open up like so. As you can see, the selection has expanded. Then I'm going to select the leaf and just click on backspace. So it's going to delete anything within that sector, and this is what we have now. Very simple, very dope, and it's perfect. It's perfect. Yes. So I'm going to change the color back to white as it will. Or do I even need to change to white? I don't know. Let me just type in the details and later figure that one out. But let me save in case these people take their lights, because I don't want any doomsday or anything coming between this work, because this work I really want you guys to see it. So the text is the saving is down. I'm just going to add some text to it. So night with Jesus, and let me type the night first. Night. You see, I typed the night and it's still in the Laurus Nobilis. Let me just change to a different font. Okay. So this font is actually not bad. I mean, the Battlefield font is a very dope font. It's a nice font. Yes. Let me change it because it doesn't work with what I want to do. So let's go through, and I've already used long shots. Guys, let me just go through. I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, so I settled with Choplin. I didn't go far. Choplin is a very dope font. Choplin is like, it will Choplin you. Yes, so night with Jesus. So I'm just going to type that with and make sure it is small as it can be, something like this, because the detail is not much on that side. So let me put like a ruler in the middle because I want to align with the shield. So night width, I'm going to make sure it's a bit smaller and space it up like so. Yeah, so after spacing it up, I'm going to bring the Jesus. I'm going to duplicate the night and just type in the Jesus. So Jesus, just like so. So night with Jesus. And I must say, this work in 3D, this thing in 3D is going to be massive. Like, it's going to be very massive. Just trust me on that one, because yes. So night with Jesus. And I was thinking of adding like a rectangle to the side, something like this. So one to this side, and no, let me change the color to this one. I don't want to ruin it. So one to this side and another one to the other side. And I'm going to select both and make sure they are aligned with the ruler. And very, like, I'm short of words for this. This is dope. This is actually dope. So after doing this, I'm content with what I have here. So I am going to make sure like it cuts out with the whole thing. I don't know if you understand, but wait, what if I use like a slanted? Guys, pardon me on this, I'm going to apply the slanted effect to this. So italize, then add more italic. So 9th, I'm going to delete the Jesus and the width because you want to have the same italic how do you call it, italic thing that you did. So 9th width. Whenever you're creating like slanted text like this, you need to duplicate the first slanted thing that you did, because if you try to create another, you might not get the perfect shape of the first one that you did. So you just duplicate and you're good to go. So 9th width, then I'm going to drag this and just add the Jesus. Okay, just like so. And I think this is much more better than the first one. Yeah, I'm sure you guys agree with me on that one. Okay, so I'm going to send this into a different workspace because I'll later get back to it to use it for the 3D. So select them all, click duplicate and move on to new and just click OK, and it's going to open up in a different workspace. So let's get back to the work and just keep on moving. So after this, I'm going to lock the 9th with Jesus just like so, and I'm going to select the shield and the E and just merge it like so. So after doing that, I'm going to unlock the 9th with Jesus and merge it back again. I'm going to merge them all together, but before I do that, I don't want to lose like in case I want to come back and type in something. So I'm going to duplicate them, then merge, then just turn off the duplicated, turn off the original ones because I just need to get them in place. Then after that, hold Control and click on the thumbnail here, then select the E, the one that we've merged, yes, and move on to select modify, expand, and we're going to expand by 30. Click on it, then just backspace to delete the space. So that is what we have here, and I will say this again, if we do this in like Cinema 4D, it's going to be dope. It's going to be something massive, like real massive. Yeah, so after doing this, I'm just going to change the colors back to white, then add some few shadows to it, and then we're good to go. Yeah, because time no day, understand, we need to keep on moving. Wow, but the white to the view, Charlie, or are they lie? No, I'm not lying, fam. The white too is cool. Yes, so let me add the same shadow to the shield as well, something like this, and we are good to go. Yes, so the details back in just to see what we're missing. So the theme, he will come to do a strange thing, he'll come to do an unusual deed. For that one, we're not going to take it into Cinema 4D, it's just going to be this only. So yeah, so guys, let's move on to the next thing. And the next thing in this work is going to be, I'm not sure, I think I want to make the background as solid enough to host the text, or solid enough to host the details. So let me add like a gradient map to the whole thing and see. But I'm still going to maintain the green because I mean the green is very dope, and who doesn't like green? I like green. I'm pretty sure you all like green too. So yeah, yes. So this one is very perfect. Like it's way better than the first one, because the first one was a bit lighter. This is the first one, and this is the one we've added the gradient map to. Just that my problem is, you see, the first one we had like a yellow thing in the middle here and we've lost it. So I mean, yeah, we shouldn't worry about that. Let's just keep going. Okay, so after doing this, I think we need to add the how do you call it, the details. And it says the theme, he will come to do a strange thing. And we also add the launching of a blessed generation, and also add the date, time, and the venue. Okay, so I'm going to reposition the dry brush just so it makes space for the details that I'm going to bring down here. So just like so. And I think, what if I slant it like this? Yeah, I think this will do. Yeah, So something like this but still I think I'll still need space for it. So let me just shift this guy to the upper part. Yeah, cool. So now we're going to type in the how do you call it, we're going to type in the theme. So let me add the deeper green to the lower part now. So I'm going to create like a new layer, select the deeper green for the foreground color, and make sure my brush size is enough, then brush on the lower part like so. For the left side it's not going to show because I mean there's this brush thing there already there. So yes, then I'm going to drag to the upper part just so it gives this effect. This is going to give out this effect, and this is massive. Like this is real massive. You see now we can see the theme very well, and I think that is a very good thing that we've done so far. Yes, now we are left with a place to put the date and the time and also the venue. Yes, not to worry, it's not going to be like much of a problem because yeah. Okay, so I was thinking I just feel like the brush stroke is going to disturb me, so let me turn it off for the meantime and bring in the other details. Yes, okay, so we have the date as 26th to 28th. Yes, something like this. Now I'm going to make sure it's set to like extra bold, and also it's in a whole uppercase thing. Then scale it up to fill to make sure it's okay enough. Something like this will do. Then after that, duplicate and type in the September, so September like so, and make sure it's aligned with the date, and bring in the 2021. So you see the 2021 actually can short us, but that is one thing we can also do. How do you call it? You can just type in 20 in words like this and just add 21 as the numbers. So something like this really helps me a lot, because you type out this long 26 to 28 September, you're about to add, how do you call it? You're about to add the day, the year, and it is very small, and for that one it really disturbs me much. So I've left a space here for the time, and it's going to be 6 o'clock p.m. each night. So let me just type it in real quick, and yeah, so 6 o'clock p.m. and make sure that too is somewhere here, because I'm going to add the each night to the lower part as well. Each night, then something like this. Yeah, this is dope. This is dope. Very dope. Very dope. Okay, so now let's bring in the next thing, and I think that's going to be the location. And the location says La Wireless off Palm 1 Junction near Anansi Chrome. Well, I never knew there was this Anansi Chrome somewhere in Accra, but all the same, now I know. So yeah, for that one I'm not really sure, because if you see, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make the alignment work with the dates. You see, from the 26th to the 28th, it has to be in this. I mean, I'm pretty sure you get what I'm trying to say. So I think this is something I can do. I'm just going to cut off the junction, starting from the junction to the Anansi Chrome, and just cut like this. Okay, so after cutting, I'm going to make sure the wireless of Palm 1 fits the alignment that we're going for, like this. Then duplicate and paste in the other detail like so, and make sure that too is working with the alignment. I mean, this is very simple to do. You just draw the lines of where you want the alignment to be, and you're good to go. Very simple. So yeah, this is the whole detailed thing of the work that we're doing. So yeah, and I don't know, he didn't give me any time, but I think we already have the time here. Let me see if I added to this. Yeah, for info, blah 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 blah. Let me just put it down here and make sure it is white. Okay, I think it's white, but there's this gradient overlay on it, so yeah. So for info, then a number comes in and we're good to go. Let me zoom in and see if it's cool there. So guys, this video is going to be very long, but as soon as I'm done with the texting and the background and everything, I'm going to stop it. Then make sure the 3D video is going to be in another video. So definitely you guys are going to catch that one in a different video. I'm going to do it. Don't worry, I'll do it. Yes, if I say I'll do it, I'll definitely do it. Okay, so this is like the basic thing that we've just done now, and it's cool. I must say it is cool. It's really perfect. We just have to add some few minor adjustments and we're good to go. So yeah, so guys, I'll end the video here because this is getting way long, and probably you guys might get bored along the line. I don't want you guys to get bored, so I'm just going to end it here. And I'm pretty sure you had something, you learned something, especially in terms of the olive and shield part. Yes, so I'm going to add a few minor adjustments to it. So if you see the thumbnail is going to be a bit different, but then don't worry, I'm going to do something about that. And if you see something that you want me to teach, just comment in the comment section and ask me how I got about it, or how I did it, or blah blah blah. Yes, so guys, that'll be it for the tutorial today. Kindly like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.